Hey guys, this is Illusionist Jason Bishop. I'm back with another random magic review. This is where I bring up a random video about magic online. I watch it and I tell you my thoughts on it as a professional illusionist. I've been really fortunate to be a professional illusionist for well over 10 years now. I've had shows in New York City, I've performed in LA, I've toured the country, I've been to 49 of the 50 states, South Dakota. I've been really fortunate to perform all over the world and on television and stuff. It's been pretty crazy actually. You know, when you're first starting out in this, you don't know if you're gonna ever be any good or good enough to make a living or perform or be on TV or meet cool people, and I've been really fortunate to have a lot of that happen to me, so it's been pretty awesome actually. So, and now in between my own projects and virtual shows and stuff, I bring up, you know, videos online and I watch them and I give you guys my thoughts on them. So this one is called Rudolph Holiday Magic Trick Peter Boye. I'm not sure how you pronounce that exactly. B-O-I-E. That's an unusual spelling for a name, I'm not sure. Peter I got, I think it's Peter, maybe Petar, I'm not sure. So anyway, Rudolph Holiday Magic Trick Peter Boye. So let's start this and see what we think. Here we go.
Hey, what's up guys? I'm Peter Boye. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Winter Solstice, Happy whatever. We're at Elements in Biddeford, Maine. I thought what better way to celebrate the holiday season than with a little holiday magic.
Right off the bat, I think a lot of the camera work up front was really good. He had sort of a chalkboard, you know, like my chalkboard back there, but he had a chalkboard that he came in on, and it just really looked nice. It was like a little bit of a shaky handheld cam kind of look, but just it wasn't too much, didn't make you like ill or anything. I thought the music was really good. I don't know if that's royalty free or if that's a traditional Christmas song or something, I'm not sure, but I like that kind of like the bells going on there, and it had a little bit of higher energy. He seems like a nice, affable kind of guy and stuff. Some of the shots now aren't as good as those setup B-roll shots, but you know, that's just a film thing. But I always appreciate when I see somebody who's doing a good job with their camera work though, so that's kind of cool. Let's see, let's continue.
Growing up, I never felt like I fit in. I thought I was different than everyone else. I literally told my family I thought I was from Mars, and I really believed that until I was 13. Seriously. As I grew older, I realized that everybody felt the same way as me. Everybody felt like they didn't fit in. And that's true. Everyone is different. But that's the thing that makes us all similar, knowing that we aren't all the same, like these blank cards. Which brings me to a cool magic trick about my favorite Christmas story, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You guys know the story of Rudolph, right? He was a misfit because of his red nose. The real secret to Rudolph is that we're all misfits. We all have a red nose. Every single one of us has something that makes us unique, and that is our red nose. You can even make Rudolphs appear on blank cards too, Michelle. Yeah. Yeah. You just need a magic candy cane.
Can I have a magic candy cane?
Yes. I have the magic candy cane. Take the magic candy cane. Wave over the blank cards on this side. That's beautiful. Wave over the blank cards on this side. That was wonderful. Turn this one over. Show them what you did. Mike, turn this one over. Show them what you did. Like I said, we all have red noses, so we're your red nose. Proudly.
I'm gonna give him a like right now. I'm not understanding this. I don't know what's up with this guy. He has 60 likes, now he has 61. I'm like number 61. He has no dislikes. 60 likes, no dislikes out of 1,400 views. That's kind of surprising, you know, usually people get dislikes. So obviously his handling was perfectly fine on it. He did a good job with the handling of the trick. It was successful. I think the people were probably amazed, you know. I don't know, it wasn't the best, you know, Christmas magic trick that I've ever seen, but you know, so what? I haven't done a ton of them, so I'm not really, I can't judge too harshly that way. You know, I think there was a little bit of slow pacing, you know. I mean, it was an odd audience as well. I don't know who those people were. They didn't seem super duper into it, which is a shame. You know, if you have a good audience member, then it really helps make the whole experience better for the viewer as well. I actually think he's a very likable, affable guy. He seems sincere in his personality, and they say, you know, I don't know what that book, I think it might have been in How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I think it is in that book, which is a great book, and everybody, period, should read that book. But in there, and actually Howard Thurston, the magician, is mentioned in there, actually, so that might be interesting to magicians, because he was a big magician back in the day, Howard Thurston, and so Dale Carnegie is talking about people who were successful back then, etc., and one of his examples that he utilizes a technique from is Howard Thurston, the illusionist. But in there, he says that sincerity is the hardest sort of emotion to convey to people. And I think this guy does a pretty good job of coming across sincere about this. So he had this, you know, this story about being a misfit, and I didn't quite know where he was going with that, and I think he missed a couple opportunities for some jokes there, frankly, that I would have done. But he then brought it around to the Rudolph thing, and that was the holiday tie-in for the theming of the trick for holiday, because, you know, he's trying to do a holiday trick, so you've got to figure out how to tie that in and do a story and stuff, or at least some sort of theming that makes sense. He talks about how he's a misfit, and then Rudolph's a misfit, which is true. I mean, that's the story of Rudolph. That's what it's about. It's to encourage children to not feel, you know, bad about themselves, and to even look at their differences, frankly, as a strength. And so that's interesting. But, you know, again, he seems sincere. He handled the stuff very well. Maybe he's a little bit shy, I'm not sure, with his magic as such. You know, I think he could be a little more sure of himself, maybe a little bit, which is tough for people. I mean, I'm not always sure, you know, we all are insecure in various ways as such. But yeah, it was all right. It was fun. I mean, he did it technically well. It wasn't something that I would want to see again, in the sense of, you know, it wasn't interesting to me. It wasn't riveting to me. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying that other people wouldn't be interested in this trick and he wouldn't crush it with it. It's just not of interest overly to me as such. So yeah, I'm glad I got to see this guy, and I hope I see some other things and things where he's more comfortable with what he's doing, his forte, because if you've just themed something recently just for Christmas, you don't have a lot of experience with that thing necessarily under your belt, so you may not be that comfortable. And to be comfortable, you're just gonna have to fake it. You're just gonna have to go out with confidence and understand that. You know, Jerry Seinfeld said something about confidence years ago, and I'm gonna butcher it, but I'm gonna try to paraphrase it. It was something like, you don't know what's possible with the outer reaches of confidence before it crosses into arrogance as such, right? Jerry Seinfeld's a really confident guy, and you see that if you watch his interviews and things like that. And, you know, he's not a magician, obviously, no, but we're all performers, and so we have to learn from each other. And if I can look at Jerry Seinfeld as an example and learn from him, I'm gonna do that, and I've done that a bunch of times, frankly. But he's right, he's a very confident guy. He's hardworking. He's not lazy. No one's ever called Jerry Seinfeld lazy. The guy spends a lot of time working on his stuff, but he's also confident about what he's doing because he's done it, he has the experience. And you're just gonna have to muster the confidence yourself on some of this stuff. Nobody is going to give it to you, but you have to recognize it as a quality that's important to you and then harness it and utilize it, because it will help you tremendously, frankly. That's it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please destroy the thumbs up button. Please hit subscribe if you want to see more, and hit the bell to get notified. Thanks, guys, and we will see you in the next one.